Hey Scorpio, welcome in. This is your reading for, this is a weekly reading, so whenever you see this. All right, if you're called here by the title, then there's definitely a message in here for you. Welcome in. This is Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. If you're currently interested in your North Node, this reading may resonate for that too. I basically advocate taking a look at the titles of readings, and sometimes, you have everything in your chart, so sometimes a reading will call to you from a sign that you never pay attention to. Sometimes that can be about another person that's coming toward you, so just use your intuition, okay? This week in Pathfinders, I'm going to be teaching about getting out of your head and getting into your body where your intuition really is louder. Or when you're out of your head, if you're in your head, you can't really hear what's going on. You can't really feel it. Your intuition is something you feel, and you may be clairaudient, claircognizant, clairsentient is a feeling, an inner knowing. And you may think those are things that go on in your head, but they're not. All right. So if you want to learn more about your intuition, jump onto Pathfinders. There's a link below. All right, so let's see where we're going for Scorpio here. All right, wow, shift. Change coming. Oh, that's a 9 card too. Wow, that's interesting. Grounded and spiritual cleansing. Very nice. So in order for some shift to complete or move to the next phase, whatever that means for you, you're too much in your head, right? You need to get more grounded, get in more in your body, which is what I was just talking about, and spiritual cleansing. I do feel like you have a lot of ideas or thoughts in your head that are completely blocking you from what you're trying to manifest. Right. So if you are working on manifesting, let's say a relationship, and maybe with a specific person, if you hear yourself sliding back into, oh, they'll never do this, they'll never come toward me, they'll never, you're the one that's actually blocking things. Okay, so I just want to throw that out there for you. I know that a lot of us do it, me included. Okay, like that's my MO. It's about like trying to protect yourself from being hurt by hoping, and hopefulness is optimism. 2 cups is a big part of being a Sagittarius. I've seen a lot of Scorpio Sagittarius kind of connections recently, so that's why I'm kind of sharing in this a little bit. And I have Scorpio in my first house, so there is something here about instead of falling back into that pattern of trying to protect yourself by saying it'll never happen, I want you to start getting in the habit of saying, it's safe to come to me. It's safe to tell me how you feel. This is a good thing. And start with affirmations in that way, welcoming in the soulmate that you're calling to, welcoming in the manifestation you're calling to. If you constantly are like, yeah, I'm manifesting the love of my life, but I don't believe it, that's why it hasn't shown up yet. Okay? That's definitely for somebody. These readings are for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Let's see what wants to show up in the reading. Queen of Swords. I saw that jealousy card, and I'm looking at this 3 of Swords. You might be dealing with an air sign, or, well, this feels like your person. There might be an air sign who's jealous, or are you jealous of an air sign for some reason? Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. 7 of Wands, 9 of Wands, Chariot, 6 of Swords, moving forward. All right, we have the moon here. And the moon is Cancerian energy, another water sign. It does feel to me like you've let go of a situation. There was third party energy to it. You're like, instead of healing from that, you might be running away from the healing, and meaning that I don't want to feel this anymore. This person taken way too much of my bandwidth, way too much of my energy. Not interested in that anymore. And I'm running away. I'm going towards love. But the problem is that like I said, you're still harboring some of that. We all do it. Not a criticism. All right. We all do it. And it's very important to unhook from relationships, do the healing work that it presented to you. What was it about in that? What was that relationship about? You know what I mean? It's really important you do that. This morning in my Pathfinders Facebook group, I was talking about, when I say heal your heart, what does that even mean to people? And what that means, what I'm saying to you is, I want you to think about the last relationship. Maybe it's this one that I'm talking about because it's clearly showing up and you are moving on from it. There's Cancer energy here and Pisces energy too. But it feels to me like there's something that's still being resisted. 7 of Wands and the 9 of Wands. There's some pattern in this relationship that's being resisted. You could be resisting looking at the relationship because the other person broke it off. The other person cheated. The other person, right? And so you're like, okay, well, I don't have to heal anything because it's their fault. But what's happening is you're turning yourself into victim archetype, which is a low vibration. And it's sort of like you need to come to terms with what happened with this situation. And, that inner child is probably still really hurt that someone betrayed you. And so it's time to really look at that and work with that energy, spiritual cleansing, so that you can move on to something better for yourself. And I feel like you're doing that energetically, but it keeps bouncing back or keeps not coming to some kind of completion, or at least the first phase. Like we can't hardly get together. Like maybe we live at a distance from each other. Maybe there's other blocks and stuff. We'll explore that in this reading. But there's definitely something that's in the way of us bringing this together in a committed way or something like that. So yeah, Ace of Cups coming in here. The 5 of Cups, that's still showing up in your life. Page of Cups. Sometimes when I get that card it's a timing card that says, as soon as you forgive. People get upset, like, no, it's that person that did something. But I think you have to forgive them. I think there's something about forgiving them for leaving you in the past. Now, this could be a relationship that you know this person, okay? And they did leave you in the past. It's time to forgive that. All right, number 1, it's time to forgive that. Empress, Hierophant, 4 of Pentacles, Justice, the Tower, wow, and the Wheel of Fortune. Holy moly. 7 of Swords, I'm just going to do this. Temperance, there's Sagittarius, 8 of Swords, and the Emperor. Check you out. There's a big relationship that's trying to come in here. Some of you need to forgive this Emperor for something they did in the past. When they were a kid, all right? I think I'm speaking to somebody, to a group of you who've had a relationship recently break up. And you don't know that one of the reasons it broke up is because this person is supposed to come back to you. It may feel like, holy cow, like I spent my whole life or a big chunk of my adult life with this person, this newer person, maybe even who was married to this person. There's forgiveness here too that's necessary. This is part of a pattern for you. This is part of a pattern. So somebody recently hurt you. Okay, recently, with the, when did you get divorced? When did you have the last breakup? Like there's something there that still needs your attention. Okay. But the reason that happened is because this person is coming back from your past. And before I hear anybody say, no, I don't want anybody back from the past, I'm looking to the future. This was a short-circuited relationship. This was a relationship that was supposed to turn in to a life partner, but it didn't happen, maybe because that other person walked away. Okay. So and it was devastating, or it was very, very hurtful in any way. And I feel like there's some kind of block around commitment for the both of you. I'm going to say this to you because this is coming through loud to me, and this was aligned with something someone told me a long time ago. And getting divorced from a relationship that was a soulmate relationship, that was the purpose of it was much more about keeping someone safe or keeping someone, just like it was kind of a nice relationship. It wasn't terrible, but it also wasn't really deep love. It wasn't this other person from the past. I hate to say this. This sounds awful, and I will deny it in court if you put me on the stand. That, of course, you have the video, but that this person could never have really broken your heart because it was already broken in the past. There wasn't any healing that took place. Oh my God. There wasn't any healing that took place. And so you might have married someone that, it's not that you didn't love them, but it wasn't the same kind of relationship as the one that sort of got away, the one that broke it off, the one that left you in the lurch, the one. And I feel like they're having the same experience too. Okay. I feel like you both, because here they are, and it's Archangel Michael working to get you both together. I feel like this person is holding themselves back, not wanting to do something that again will hurt you, or not wanting to be sneaky about this relationship. So they're holding back. It's possible that they're going through some kind of breakup themselves or something like that. This Tower, Justice Tower, Wheel of Fortune. Talk to me about the Tower here. Wow. Ace of Pentacles, Seven of Cups, Queen of Cups, Four of Swords. This will come back together. This Emperor and Empress. This was a relationship that was short-circuited, like I said to you. And this will come back together when you do this healing work, when you forgive them, when you heal yourself from this other thing. This new opportunity will show up. And I feel like this is kind of like totally surprising and magical for you, like out of the blue, there's a new opportunity with this person, Four of Swords. And your job right now is to balance yourself. There's justice here. Justice is Libra. Libra is also about the patron saint of relationships. And so is Archangel Michael. I know this is the Temperance card, and that's Iris in this deck. But I will say, the universe is working really hard to get the two of you back together. What's blocking is any kind of foolishness or any kind of mistake that either one of you made, or was delivered to you, or you made any kind of mistake, is still hanging in the balance here. This balance sheet needs to be this balance sheet needs to be balanced. This very small card here, Page of Cups, is about apologies. It's also about forgiveness. So I feel like some of you know that there is this person from the past who is it was like short-circuited, or it was not allowed to turn into marriage, or it wasn't allowed to turn into commitment or something like that. And both of you went off and married other people. Up until now, I feel like this person, this maybe divine masculine, has been holding on to a marriage, a relationship, because of obligation. Ugh. Ugh. Like, that's my 4-letter word for the day, obligation. It just feels, and it's like, okay, that's fine. All this kind of man plans and God laughs stuff, like, it's time. It's time this relationship comes back together. And so you're being pushed to do healing, forgiveness. They're being pushed to do healing, forgiveness, releasing, okay? There's all this going on. Ace of Cups, This is happening by May. This is Hierophant, Seven of Pentacles, the World. Look at that. Queen of Wands and the Ace of Wands. I keep getting that Ace of Wands. It's like the spark, okay? The spark. This is reunion, some kind of reunion, masculine, feminine coming back together. There's a spark here, okay? There is a spark, and it's divinely guided spark. Wow. All right, Scorpio, I will continue this reading. I think I will pull cards for each zodiac sign in the extended. I don't always do that, but I feel like you might be confused as to who this person is. So I think I'm going to do that in the extended, okay? All right, my darlings, I will see you over there. There's a link below if you want to continue on with me. See you there. All right, I hope you enjoyed that video. If it was helpful to you, please consider liking this video and sharing it with anybody who might have a need for similar kind of information. And if you like this video, check out these videos.